there, this is Plymouth High School for Girls. And we're going to show you how we recycle and help the environment. So have fun!
Go!
So what do you do to encourage students to recycle?
Well, I'm not really allowed to bring students out here, so don't tell anyone, okay, and don't have any record that we're here. But the best thing I could do if I was able to is look at the bins here. All of these bins, this is 2 weeks worth of rubbish produced by the school, and if we could stop that from being chucked into a hole in the ground as landfill, then that would be a great thing. The whole thing is about trying to stop us filling up holes in the ground with rubbish, but to do something more useful with it, whether it's going to be to reuse materials, to recycle materials, whatever we can do, or just cut down on their use would be a good thing.
And why do you think recycling is important?
Well, every time that we throw something away, it's gone forever, whereas if we can take paper and reuse it, or reuse even parts of it, then it means that we're not going to have to use more wood, more natural resources to make new paper. We can simply reuse old paper, recycle it, give it a second chance, a second time around.
Okay, and what do you do at home to recycle?
Well, as far as possible, we're able to recycle plastics and tin foil and tin cans. That's normal. We can recycle paper and card. And as far as possible, the choices that we make in the supermarkets, it's deciding on which packaging is best. So the packaging that is recyclable, choosing cardboard rather than choosing plastics where possible. And of course, less packaging is always a very good thing.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so what does this thing do?
Well, this is our battery recycling point. And if you look inside it, it looks a bit skanky. But in here, all sorts of batteries that students have brought in to recycle. It's great because if we didn't recycle these, then all of this would be put into landfill and the chemicals would leach into the soil and cause all sorts of problems for future generations. So it's great that we can put the lid back on again. That we can recycle our batteries to prevent nasty pollution problems.
So how does recycling batteries actually reduce
Well, batteries contain all sorts of unpleasant chemicals which don't just rot, but they will just leach into the soil. So if they're put into the landfill site to get rid of them, it won't get rid of the problem. The problem will just be there and gradually leak out and cause problems in the environment in the future.
So what happens to these batteries?
These ones, they get recycled and 30 to 40% of the materials get turned around and used again for other products.
So what's this?
Well, this is recycling in its very best way. We've got food waste from our own kitchen just in here where students learn about cooking. Any waste that comes out of that goes in here and the microbes in here and the worms and the beetles, and they break up the food and they're turning it into really lovely compost that we can put on the grounds around the school, so it's going to fertilise the plants that are growing around here. So none of this gets thrown away. It's absolute recycling in its best possible way, in a natural form.
That's brilliant then, isn't it? Let's...
Do you want to put your hand in?
Yay! Look at this! This is great compost. Good too.
Brilliant. Let's lock it up again.
This is another one of our more feminine sort of recycling schemes, where we recycle, reduce and reuse bras. And this is a bra bank. The rewards from this go to the breast cancer research. And as you can see, many students get involved with this scheme. This is an interview with one of the students of Plymouth High School for Girls. So, what do you do to recycle at school?
Well, mostly it's just bringing old batteries from home and putting them in the battery bank, and crushing cans when I use the cans in the canteen, and and just from like that, picking up rubbish and stuff that people will drop. It's good to encourage sort of stuff in schools.
And what do you do at home?
A lot of the same, but a lot of recycling plastics and cardboard. Everyone obviously has a green recycling bin, and we try and fill it up as much as possible with like cans and plastics and tins.
And what do you think of the school's environmental schemes?
I think they're good. I think the environmental system's good. Every now and again, our environmental person, Dr. Renef, does assemblies on it, and I find them really interesting. And I think that it's great to encourage that sort of behaviour in schools.
Okay, that's it. One of the many environmental schemes at our school is the introduction of bird boxes, such as this one here. They attract natural wildlife and provide them a safe and friendly environment, which we as a school like to encourage. There are many of those around our school. And birds make me happy. Go. So this is it, your full guided tour of the recycling system and environmental scheme at Plymouth High School for Girls. I hope you had fun and learned something too. So, goodbye.